Okay, so what we have here is a heart. So now we are talking about the organ system that is the circulatory system. So you remember that the heart is made out of what kind of muscle? What kind of muscle is the heart made out of? Do you remember?
Circulatory.
No, that's the system it belongs to. What's the what type of muscle tissue?
The muscular.
What type of muscular tissue?
Cardiac.
Good, cardiac tissue. So this is all a giant muscle, and you can see that it's definitely got like muscle tissue in there. You can, if you come and look at closely, like it's very flexible. But together, this entire muscle is a very important organ for the circulatory system, and this is a cow's heart, which is why it's so big. So there's different types of tissues. There's white tissue, which is, this is going to be like, it looks like fatty tissue really. There's also the red, bright red tissue, and if you look inside of the heart, so this heart has been cut open. So here's, when the heart's closed, it's like this. And then when you open up the heart, you see there's all these different compartments, and a lot of these little tubes and sections where the blood can go in and be pumped out. So for example, you look here, this looks like a giant blood vessel. Now I'm not an expert on cow hearts, so I'm not entirely sure what the name of this blood vessel is, but you can see that like the blood would come in through vessels that you see here. Like, see how there's blood vessels here? They look like little tubes. The blood comes in. If the blood is deoxygenated, meaning that it doesn't have blood, or sorry, it doesn't have oxygen. If it's deoxygenated and it comes into the heart, meaning it doesn't have oxygen, then the heart has to pump the blood to the lungs, which would be like over here and here. So then that blood can go to the lungs, get oxygen. Then it has to come back to the heart, so it has to come back to the heart through veins, and then the veins through here, now the heart can pump the oxygenated blood back to the body. So basically you just see that like there's two sides, there's lots of different sections. I'm actually going to cut some of these open and we're going to see if we see some good stuff. So we have some sharp blades. We'll have to rinse all of these off, but so if I cut through here, cut through this tissue here, I just wonder what we'll see. Well, actually, my technique is probably not very good. But I'm just going to cut through some of this tissue. Actually, go ahead and pause it, and then